going on, everybody? E-Props 911 edition. The BlaccPreZidon show podcast, early edition. Now, what's the reason I came on at 10 o'clock? Like I've been telling you, pardon me, I gotta take a little bit of some water. Looking at all of the things going on. Since the last show. Just talk about the last show. Yeah. Till now. I was going to go on the next week, but when I came back the next week, it was like a startling development. What actually happened was I went to the barber shop, and my barber was on his way to Labor Day parade. And when I came home, it was like a new development. I was watching Dr. Greg Carr and a professor from, I forget where she's from, and she came up with a new concept called Africana Legal Studies. So we stopped that right there, right? All right. But, and also, in regards to that, that's the framework within which I'll discuss the aftermath of what happened. Well, overall, but specifically in regards to a certain person who's trying to wild up on me from the Ford. But yo, back to what I was saying. So the reason why I came on at 10 o'clock is because, again, I've been trying to get into a certain type of mode. And the native New Yorker was just, you know, I was thinking about that since I am a native New Yorker. And so I met a person from Harlem, actually. And since I was listening to hip-hop, I was just talking to him, and we were talking about hip-hop songs. And one of the songs that I talked to him about was the first Wu-Tang Clan tape. And one of the lines on that tape is, "It's 10 o'clock. What up? You see that?" And that's a big thing out here. It's like, you know, what's up with your seeds? What's up with the children? Because like ODB said, Wu-Tang is for the children. In any event, moving along. I just saw the Smith & Wesson Benny the Butcher video. I like it. It's cool. I'll be here forever too. The LL Cool J Roxanne Shante interview on Sirius. I like that too, you know. It's very impressive, you know, the mental. See, that's why I do this too. See, this is why I got the Bushel jersey on. Because that's really the issue. You know, right now, we're all doing it because we love it. So this is like a style war right now. We're in some type of style wars. But don't get it. We want money too. Not money, but resources and prosperity and wealth and health and other things. Yeah. So it's a lot of talk, you know, Haitians eating cats, transvestites in videos, people getting pulled over, you know. It's rough. But today, even I will take a little step back from the war, even though everybody's arms up and preparing for war in many different ways. Not me. But as far as September 11th, the Native New Yorker thing, I saw a lot of journalists. So it's kind of like how, people say CNN Channel 10, and man a bad man with a big friend. We don't care about your views. This is Channel 7 Eyewitness News. Anyway, but I was seeing all of these, reporters, like Bill Ritter. Yeah. Oh, it's hectic out there in New York right now. Yeah, man. But, as I've been thinking about New York, you know how New York is, with the hip hop. Like I said, I like all the. But one of the questions we need, see, as far as Africana legal studies is concerned, one question we need to ask as far as that, I see LL, peace to the gods. One thing about New York, I see that, LL came out with his album the same day that a certain person came out of prison. And that's the dichotomy that I've been trying to balance my whole life. Being an artist, but staying away from the legal system. Very tough tightrope. Like a certain person named Petite who went with Empire State to, But in any event, so all of these legal troubles, perceived or reality, it's like some Twilight Zone shit. So many people from New York. But, however, thinking metaphorically, artistically, I heard a dude, because coming from New York, that's another issue. It's not even about New York as far as hip hop. That's a general, come on. We all have to have a t-shirt to sell, a CD to push. That's just people's nature. But in the process of doing that musically, I get comparisons. Like one that I liked was Gangstar meets Nicodemus. Yeah, I like that one. That one was cool. I like that one. Yeah, I like that one. But I've never been I push myself, so I appreciated that because acknowledgement is rare. But and that's one of the reasons why I do this, to tell the younger people that they must believe in themselves. On the flip side, because I'm formally educated from New York, and that's a driving force within my purpose. I thought of another metaphor that, like I said, every day it's like something new development, new, like the Sean Penn expert opinion interview. Yeah. See, one thing about New York definitely is and one thing that dawned on me, even the thing about hip hop is something you do. Hip hop is something you live. That comparison, like there is an actual difference between the culture and the industry, and see that intersection is always murky and hard to navigate. That's what I had like this. But this right, this for the kids. This for the right now I'm talking to the older people, especially the native New Yorkers, because that's one thing. I might be Haitian, I might be American, but I'm a native New Yorker, bro. Like, yeah. So while making these comparisons, but let's pull up that. Because just like I say, this is for the native New Yorkers. You know, I was watching, and I saw a native New Yorker say, he said, by the monument, the free, he was like, yo, I live this too. How come people don't acknowledge me? And I felt that, yo. As a native New Yorker, I felt that. I did. I felt that. I was like, yo, somebody pump. Yeah, I felt that. As a native New Yorker, he wasn't black. He was a regular dude. I was like, you know what? I felt that. But I want to, that's why this is for them. I didn't forget. Because you know why? I was outside when the towers hit. But we won't make this nah. Because I'm gonna big up the people who I still see here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta give them their props just for that. I go like, so I saw Oskino, State Property. He's on Vlad TV. That's another issue, but with the big horse on, talking about his experience. Is it a coincidence that he's on Vlad TV the same time Wallow was on the Breakfast Club? You tell me. We'll talk about that later, but but because I remember, the thing about it is that, and it goes into my other attribute that I said that I was thinking about metaphorically. We're gonna pull it back. When September 11th hit, and we want to big up everybody, in the midst of this, everything going on, Big up Def Jam, Jay-Z, Nas, Ja Rule, Murder Inc. Everybody who dropped that year. Foxy. I was there. Now, when I went outside that day, I smoked the smoke. I went to Flatbush and between Clarkson and Lenox, had had a nice little store over there. Nice little reggae spot. I think VP was distributing over there. And I bought the blueprint. Came back. I went to McDonald's. I see my boy Titus. Big up. Went back to the crib. Yeah. But to tell the truth, in the 90s, I enjoyed all the music. A lot of things were going on that we were all unaware of. Back and forth, subliminals, and see, I represent that native New Yorker. We just love the music. All this talking, all this, bro, like, at least back then we were hearing tunes. But one thing I want to say too, but in regards to that, big up Beanie Sigel, because Beanie Sigel was the dude who said somebody's name. Yo, for real. That shit set off a turmoil in New York, bro. When you said, and I heard that on Lincoln Road, Big Baller Lincoln Crew. I know y'all don't be give me up, but I be on Lincoln too. And it was like speculation talk over. Nigga, dig this. I'm about to sun kiss like a soda. See, that's what I'm talking. See, you see that? See the battle rappers, big baller battle rappers. But the thing is, like, he did that on a wicked beat. And you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what a lot of the battle rap people who call themselves battle, like, first line, hold the whole joint. So big him up for that. That was in 2001, right? Whole 2001 was, and back to what I was saying. What else was going on in 2001? Many things. But I was there, I was. That's why I give a metaphor for myself. Doing my research as I do. Going to Grand Army Plaza for years. We'll get to that. I called them yesterday. You be thinking, some of the people I be calling, you be like, oh, you lying, nigga. I told you. Nigga, like, don't play. Like, that's not even that. Yeah. So, what was I mentioning to Grand Army Plaza? Yeah. 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 So, with all the things going on, I perceived a new metaphor for myself. Because of 2001, how 2001 was going. You thought I wouldn't get it back, yeah. 2001, who was on trial? A lot of things were going on. But to describe myself, because again, formally academically, prowess, in a sense, also musically, born in New York. We get to the credentials too, because I feel like people should present their credentials to people when they're speaking on things. I think that's important. I think that's an important thing. Uh, so, but freestyle, which is what I had mad stuff with it, but in the spirit of today, like I said, I was watching big hip hop songs come out in New York, so we just freestyling. Uh, sometimes the freestyle be, yeah, the metaphor. Yeah, so I'm like, yo, all this New York shit in my head, like, yo, I'm like, especially, to be serious though, to be not serious, but I don't think it's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't think it's a good thing or bad. I feel, today, like I said, today I wanted to put a positive spin on things going on, like this. But on the flip side too, like real veterans and real people who've gone through a lot of things, you need therapy too. Like I wear this hat almost because, one time someone called me war torn and I realized she was right. But just like a good Christian, I'd rather wear my cross than let somebody crucify me. Now, so the metaphor, thinking about all everything going on as far as politically and legally in regards to New York and hip hop, because there's an intersection hip hop and politics, and I have a front row seat. I've had a front row seat for a while, so I can speak on it. I can speak on Bad Boy. I can speak on Donald Trump. Now, why? I might say that, but you're like, damn. Why would you make such a bold statement? Like I said, since I made the last episode, a lot of things went going on. It's to the point where people are saying people eat cats. If I were you on tour, I want, and I want you on our tour. And can't tour work on me. Alright? First of all, yeah, but actually, it's just some ridiculous shit. What is that, man? Niggas is over here with mad tunes. Like, niggas is. Stop with that. And that's the thing, too. You're but people, that's why people have to stay focused, especially real content, real creative people. This is why I do it. I do this for real creative people, ironically. And that's the balance. That's why I've stayed formally academically trained in order to protect my artistic side because I don't like exploitation, period. I don't believe in exploitation. So, towards that end, that's how I develop. But in general, too, I'm just a hell of a guy, philanthropist. So, the metaphor I thought of is funny shit, stupid shit, like BBC, triple entendre. But I'll give you one, two. I need two. Then one. First one is one of the reasons why I do this, of course, you need different alternate views of what's going on in the perspective. So I'm kind of like the BBC, Super MC, EP, author of the one is, ironically, the Black Boost Cut Line. You ain't never heard that? That's an exclusive. Why do I say that? Why do I say that? I don't even be paying attention. Like I said, you see me, I stay focused. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I was raised. But then, again, it's just like an artist. You have to believe in yourself. You have to have knowledge. That's why you have to study yourself in order to give yourself the props you deserve. Now, who's Bruce Cut? All this talk about, see, like I said, I rap and I went to school too. The irony of this, no, for real. You might think I'm Bruce. See, Bruce Cutler is like a big lawyer. He was John Gotti's lawyer. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking about New York. I'm like, damn. I'm looking at TV. I'm like, damn, Buff. Yo, man, he didn't call. He already got Benjamin Braffman. Johnny Cochran's not here. I'm like, damn. You need to go get Bruce Cutler. See, that's real New York. See, all this talk about not like us and, New York could do the same thing. New York could be like, you're not like us. Okay, let me. So I'm like, damn, Pop, what's going on, man? What's going on, Bruce Cutler, man? Yo, just like a regular New Yorker. Because you see, that's the difference. We the first song I heard was The Message. I'm a Haitian immigrant, nigga. But the first of The Message, nigga, it's real out here. But also, you can make money off this because it's our culture. I learned that too. But, yeah. Man, yo, but that's a but that but but you already know that. That's just what you already know because of Donald Trump. I mean, that was on the front page. It was already Teflon Don. But see, that's the thing. You look at Teflon Don, that's TV for you, but that's more realistic for me than you. I was around. Did I go? I never been. Yeah, I've never been to jail. But you know what I did? Like a good dude who lived in the number one city in the world, took notes. Yeah, yeah, that's what I did. Yeah, well, yeah. On all levels, educated in New York. Yeah. So, so I looked it up. I'm like, yo, how dude, Bruce, this dude, guess what? And guess what? No. This real. It's real. Peace. Yeah. Sac passé, que j'en ai dit. Wow. I was wilding on the Parkway. Damn. We'll get to that too. Well, remember then, everybody about a PreZiDon. Somebody now. But anyway, yo, no, you thought I know I'm about to talk about some politics. That's why I mentioned Biden. Talk about Trump, the dude you've been talking about for how long? Listen, it's a, I'm gonna be real. Everything going on is his fault. It's his fault. It is. He could win easy. He hired the right consulting company. In any event, so I see it, I'm like, yo, man, what's going on? But again, we're gonna balance it out. But because it's all the same. Because it seems to me like all of this kind of stuff. You see, let me tell you something. See, even when I do this, I know that I'm at risk of being surveilled. But the thing about it is that, see my hat. Let me tell you something. You see my hat, metaphorically. No, not even more for practically. It's the result of see, September 11th, the internet was being introduced. And we knew that. And many people took the chance of living life in reality, physical form, in addition to the internet. And that hasn't been an easy tightrope to walk. And that's a result of September 11th that I even thought of that. And this is a similar situation. So I say that to say that this is always a risk for expressing opinion on these platforms, but I feel like it's a good cause because when I look at the internet today as far as hip hop, it looks like I'm looking at my algorithm, but only the more how algorithm or how we drop a rhythm. So I'm looking at all of this, like I said, I'm like, man, he's a lawyer. And that's all encompassed in what's going on in many ways. Like I said, September 11th. Multiplicity of meanings. The hip hop meaning, the New York meaning, locally, nationally, and internationally. Was that a quadruple entendre? Okay, quadruple. It seems like all of this started when I talked about the fact that the contradiction of Ruth Bader Ginsburg wearing Biggie's crown and being on the Supreme Court. Let's talk. But in which context will we talk? Africana legal studies or the legal system of the United States of America? Or universal law? What are we talking about? The triangle. Freestyle. Anyway, when I said that, definitely set off a chain of events. But metaphorically, based on reality, how you perceive it, who is the combination of a rapper from Brooklyn and a lawyer from New York? Not even Brooklyn, not even Brooklyn, from New York. A rapper from New York and a lawyer from New York. Like I said, I put on a Bush jersey. We're gonna get to that. This is like rocking right now. This is a style war. All that's going on, you know what I mean? Like, so like I said, I was like, yo, man, boom. So first, no, hold on. So I gotta pull it back. Sometimes you blow. Like I said, no. Why I say that too? Again, we prove because it just like I said I was the closest thing to a rapper from New York and a lawyer from New York. I don't want to add politician yet. But why did I make the comparison to the Supreme Court justice wearing the crown of the notorious Big and name herself RBG also is because she is from Flatbush, Brooklyn. I know I was, I know Ian, yeah. And lo and behold, I was, also, yeah, but on 9/11 too, just like the person said, we were here and we didn't forget. Let me shout out a couple other places in Brooklyn. Let me shout out because we see the flaws because it's all one to me. Like I said, it's New York, but let me give a couple of shouts to other people in Brooklyn. Let me shout out to Canarsie, Mill Basin, Flatlands, Marina Park, Borough Park. Oh man, I got my touch on now. Listen. This. Anyway, let me. 9/11. I don't want to go into the spiritual aspect just yet. I could, but going back to again, don't think that I heard somebody saying I'm not rambling. People, I'm just spitting, just talking, freestyle. Continuing with the lawyer metaphor. See, I'm flipping. See, that's what I'm saying. See, it's a language. And that's why it's important. And that's why I realized a long time ago, especially as far as hip hop, that people were studying it who didn't necessarily have the best intentions of its creators. I knew that a long time ago, and they targeted me for that. How do I know? Because these same people who I was around, they're in high positions in hip hop now. We'll get to that. Continuing with the law metaphor. Yeah, so like I said, shout out to them. people out there, you know, because I am international no matter what you in your mind might try to paint me as, especially coming from New York. You know, there's a reason why I wear Nikki hat. I'm a real judge. Exactly. There's another one. There's another one. Huh. Anyway, next one. I'm peeping. I'm like, yo, you go get this dude. Look him up because I don't watch fake. It's not. It's not that I probably didn't know. It's just not. It's not something that I don't dwell. See, I'm not like I don't dwell on details of other people's lives. Like I don't. I don't care. I don't care. To the point where like I'm looking at, but I know him. I know what he about. I'm like yeah, that's. I think of him. I think of most people in their positive light. Dude, somebody did 80 years. He came out. Oh, did it, bro. That's what's wrong in our society. That's a bad thing in our community overall. Yeah, so like man, calls dude, I'm like, hey, lo and behold, we went to the same private school, Poly Prep. Oh, the same time he was defending John Gotti. That's when I went there. Interesting. I've had the same number. But then I peeped too. It's like, yo, from Flatbush. What? But that's not surprising because Flatbush, I've been a substitute teacher, I'll say that. Starting in Erasmus, actually. Yeah. And that's why it's interesting to see what's going on in New York, to see that so many people are under indictment. The chancellor. Oh, excuse me. Not indictment. Investigation. Pardon. Do I have my opinion on that? I do. But we'll get back. We'll get that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. But the metaphor, like I said, yeah, Flatbush, what I'm saying? Y'all like that. I went to Brooklyn Law School. I went to Brooklyn College. The master's that I got my degree in is a dual degree with Brooklyn Law School. But I didn't get to fulfill that because of why? Good question. All type of shit we could talk about. But see, the reason why I'm saying that is because I said all of that is because people will really downplay everything you do. They will. While they take advantage of it. That's the worst part. Nobody should be exploited. Nobody should be exploited. And I definitely feel like that's the impetus of what I'm doing right now because I feel like I'm being exploited. And we'll prove that. And that's what I'm saying. See, when I say things like that, people like to tell me I'm delusional, but then the universe is providing me with examples and the framework within which to prove my case. I think that it's a profound thing, though. It's ill. It's ill, especially for someone who wants to seek justice. But in any event, yo, that's the multiplicity. I said that already, right? I like that word. The different levels within which I can analyze hip hop, which is what is on display today. 9/11, 9/11. But what is a but we want to talk about the hip hop too. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was thinking about how, Def Jam was holding it down. Especially, why I was thinking about Def Jam is definitely but one one of the things that did occur that I had a whole, I might have to do a definitely piece R.I.P. the Fat Man Scoop. Ooh, yeah, don't let me get into that. Don't let me get into that one. Just like I tell you, don't let me get into the Wu too. A lot of you cats, you like to code and you think you know, and some of the shit that I could spit. Like, see, like I said, I saw an expert opinion with Little Sean when he started to talk the shit that he be saying, yo, like when if he journalists can't compete, you know, in real life, like you say, hip hop is something you do, rap is something you do, hip hop is something you live. That's what I'm kind of seeing on display right now from the native New Yorkers. It looks like that's what it kind of looks like. That's what it kind of looks like. You know what I'm saying? So I was watching that, like I said, went outside, I smoked smoke and then went to bottom, you know. And I remember when I went to Real Talk, I went downtown Manhattan, Gallup. Y'all not creeping up on nobody. You can't creep up on nothing. Anyway, let's see. Oh no. I see muy truth. So I remember going out there, going to a little party out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know how, like, literally looking to see where the World Trade was at and looking to see nothing there. Smelling the smoke. That's some real shit. The whole 2001, that's what I'm saying. The whole 2000, that's why I gotta give respect to Ostino and Beanie Siegel, because they jumped in some shit when he did that. They know. Look what happened. It was in the Nas and Jay shit. But here's the thing I want to talk about that. See, and that's the thing I want to say too about the hip hop. It is the way the narrative could be written too. That's really why I wanted to, I'm talking the metaphor, the law, which is what I wanted to say because of everything going on and how I view it and how I see myself. Yeah. But then also, speaking of 2001, just thinking how like you can write the shit like I remember when even bigging up, you see Irv Gotti right now. Big up Irv Gotti, he'll be back. I think he'll be back. And John Woo coming out with Living It Up. Big June. 106 in Park, people watching 106 in Park. That's why I'm like, sometimes if we're judging it from a different framework, hip hop has to be judged on a different level by now. Real hip hop artists, some of these cats, you gotta look at them different. That's how I see it. You can't give hip hop credibility to some people that don't. What's the criteria? You know what I'm saying? Everybody tries to give some kind of framework, and it's all good, but let's test the frameworks now. Yeah, everybody want to say like that's the style where we at too. But anyway, but just on the level of the presence during September 11th, that's the framework that I'm talking about. Like so big up. I said big up hit the hip hop heads. You know what I'm saying? But also, like I always remember, dancehall niggas came through with this shit too. September 11th. Leading up to it. Like I said, 2001 was like, you felt something coming through. I did. Maybe naturally because I'm from, like I said, because I'm naturally from New York. This right here is that channel 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 21, 25, 31, 30. Now, there wasn't no 34, 31, 41, 47, 54, bebop, jumbo. Bebop ball, bebop, jumbo. See, I got code, I can spit codes too. Yo, yeah. That's when Elephant Man came through. Alliance. You know what I'm saying? All that dance and shit. And then we gotta pick up the Haitian people too. Came out with a great album, best album. One of my favorites, Mato Moise. She's still bang. Yeah. Came down to me. I'll tell you the story about how I came down to Miami with that shit. Yeah. See, that's the thing too. I'm not really talking about Miami yet. Or not even Florida. Not even Miami, Florida. Anyway, but that's it. But that's part of it too. After all of that, I flew into Florida after September 11th. One of the big of my uncles came through, came and checked us. One of my uncles was already there. Went through to the crib at Flatbush. He was calm. I was like, damn, nigga, like that's just hectic out here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But then when I came down to Florida, which became like a ritual to come through in the winter. I used to come through in the winter. We talk about that too. I used to come through in the winter to Florida. That's how I heard. But you read about it already. But the thing about it is, I can't. But I was thinking about this show too, because you watching stuff. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm gonna keep doing. See, I think I only did an hour. I could go keep going. Whoever's listening, you can watch, don't watch. I know my shit is fire. Anyway, so this is the problem too with when people tell these stories, they can't relate it to music. They're not related to music. You know what I'm saying? So I came through, I was thinking about how the music, how Takeover came out, the Beanie Siegel shit was out already, Nas coming through his shit, Ja Rule. That's how I remember September 11th. Two, a lot. And I think that's when I want to salute all the cats who dropped joints that back then. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to pick up because that shit was people could front. And I feel like I'm speaking for a lot of people when I say like, yo, that shit was really like niggas was remember coming down here, remember me and my cousin and shit. This nigga was listening to Nas shit. He was talking about fucking I forget the shit ain't like they bucking. Why niggas not bucking? Yo, you see that shit? See, that shit is what led it to, it's really a native New Yorker thing, man, because I can tell. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it is. It's a semblance of it. You know what I mean? Because you resonated with that shit. Like, yeah, nigga, where you at? Nigga, you not fucking. Where you? Word. Exactly. Word. So, but so while I was thinking about the tunes, I'm like, how I used to come through to Florida. And I came through to Florida that time. You know what I remember? And so I'm doing my little research. And I remember coming through because a lot of times when I came through, I had to watch the Super Bowl. It used to be Super Bowl time coming through in the summer. So, and I remember the Super Bowl. See, and also too to be metaphoric, keep the metaphor going. Since getting to another round. Since I see cats got sports shows now and all that, we can talk about all that. You know what I'm saying? I remember coming through down here and it was the Rams and the Patriots. And metaphorically, those are two teams that I always, that's how I like to the precision, the versatility. You know what I'm saying? I always like Marshall Falk, run and catch. That was always one of my favorite players. Yeah, so I remember that Super Bowl, but if we get to the sports too. So, but I remember coming through, and the thing about Florida is that you just come through down here. It wasn't. The weather was an attraction, and just the cool vibe, the vibe that the South used to sell. The South used to be about come down and you're struggling and working together. That's how the South used to. We could get some money too, though. But we just get money too. You get some money too, black business. That's how they sold it. In Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Florida, a little different, but very similar to Georgia. And anyway, so it's come through, boom. You know what I'm saying? But you come down there, and to add to that, to add to what I just said, how Florida is similar to Georgia. When I used to come down here, what do I remember? I remember coming down here one year and what's playing? Cash Money Never. That shit, not Cash Money, Big Towers. See, that's the difference between me and not even me. See, here's the thing. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. It's been an hour. Let me tell y'all. These cats are still trying to ride the momentum of 2020 versus and ESPN Last Dance. Second hour continues. You know what though? We'll stop right here. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it. Respect to everybody. I hope you had fun. See you soon. Log on to www.blaccpreZidon.com.